Layne Riggs was disqualified after the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race at Atlanta Motor Speedway. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel and welcome back to the video. As we just said a second ago, Layne Riggs has been officially disqualified after the Craftsman Truck Series race at Atlanta Motor Speedway. According to Bob Parker, so many reporters in the industry, Layne Riggs' truck DQ for not having windshield fasteners tight for the entire event. This is now the second race in the last 4 races that the 38 truck has been disqualified for basically the same thing. You go back to Homestead, Miami last year where Zane Smith, I think, crossed the line in 2nd or 3rd position, but because of the fact that they didn't have the windshield fasteners tight and basically the bolts were not tight on there, they unfortunately were disqualified. This is not a really good start for the 38 Truck Series team, who's kind of had a setback at the start of the season after unfortunately crashing out early in the race and not getting through the damaged vehicle policy. Layne Riggs, who actually cross-finished, I think, in 23rd or 24th position, now gets last place points. Didn't really score any stage points. He got some damage. He might have scored some stage points early, but those stage points are now officially gone. Like I said, a really tough break for Layne Riggs, who, once again, he did nothing wrong. He's not the one working on these trucks or these cars or whatever he's driving. He's just the one driving these cars and is basically doing what he can to try to go out there and compete for victories. And it's a bad start to the year for a guy who's had a tough break to start to the year, of course, after crashing out at Daytona. And it really is a bad start for this team because a lot of people had Front Row Motorsports being championship threats and contenders. And I think a lot of people still think the 38 team is going to be a championship contender this year, because I think Layne Riggs is still going to win multiple races throughout the 2024 season. But just a really big setback and a really terrible start for the 38 team for Front Row Motorsports. After, of course, winning the pole of Michael McDowell today, just a bad look for Front Row. They had an up and down day because, like I said, they won the pole of Michael McDowell's first career Cup pole, but unfortunately, they were disqualified here. As for the 41 truck from Nice Motorsports, we're probably going to see some penalties come out. I was a little surprised they weren't DQ'd after the roof fastener basically came loose and part of the roof basically went on top of the racetrack and injured Ty Dillon's car. I believe that Bailey Curry will be getting some sort of penalty from that in the coming days. My guess is Tuesday or Wednesday, because usually the penalty report comes out on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. And I also believe that there's going to be penalties coming from the 10 car and the 41 car for Stewart-Haas Racing. That's a team that's kind of in a little bit of issues right now at the moment, and it's unclear if that team is going to be in any sort of position to be very, very competitive throughout the rest of the year. And they're probably all going to be at negative points because I expect some pretty big penalties, even though what they got penalized for were not single-source parts. Again, I don't think that Front Row, though, is going to appeal the disqualification. I expect it to stand. It's a really unfortunate situation for Layne Riggs. I feel terrible for him, but unfortunately, Layne Riggs has been disqualified after the Craftsman Truck Series race at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So, that is going to be today's special breaking news report. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, thus go live on my channel. Follow me to Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Sport and Patreon as well. List description below that, and comment your thoughts below on today's episode. How do you feel about Layne Riggs getting disqualified? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Tomorrow on the channel, we're going to see a starting lineup video for the Better Health 400 at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and then later that evening, you'll see the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Cup Series race review from Atlanta. And then Monday, you're going to see a NASCAR news video dropping on the channel, going over the news of the last couple of days. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.